He is wanted to be president just because he wants to divide Nigeria.
But that's a very big accusation on him.
Let him come
because
out.
you don't have evidence to support that Peter Obi is supporting secession or the breaking.
The point is that, Sean, he is a candidate. Last time you invited me here, I told you that people like Peter Obi will never in one political party because he's pursuing an agenda. If he cannot be a presidential candidate, he will move out. I told you here. He said, how about you? Ask me how am I sure? Today, he has gone to like two political party to become a candidate.
Is that a crime?
It is a crime if you really wanted to succeed in Nigeria today. You don't pursue an agenda of one section of a country. If I, Ali Sharif, will come out here and say that no, I only believe in Borno State, not in Nigeria, then I'm not fit to be a Nigerian. Because this country, our leaders have fought and we stood by them.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
This same statement that Peter Obi is making, and in that statement today, he made it clear that this is the same statement that Bola Tinubu and those who are in the opposition at the time against Goodluck Jonathan were saying, and you were very much around when the Chibok saga happened, and that those who are asking for Goodluck Jonathan to step aside. He's clueless. He doesn't know what he's doing. He should go. He doesn't know anything. And there are those who are saying there are even worse case as it is right now in our country, and that's the basis where Peter Obi said, put politics aside. Based on the same measurement of which Bola Tinubu and opposition figures were asking Jonathan to resign, in fact, there are more evidence now that Bola Tinubu should resign. That is what Peter Obi is saying today. Does that mean failure on the part of your party and the President Tinubu government?
Sean, I don't take brief for His Excellency the President, but I can tell you for sure that today, what President Bola Tinubu did in this country to make sure that this country move forward, if you don't give him your kudos, you don't condemn him. Let me tell you something, Sean. If at the time that Bola Tinubu said that there is no fuel subsidy, if they did report, Nigeria wouldn't have even paid our bill for that month. And not only that, he did not do that and take the money to himself. No, he gave it to the states. If you Google yourself today, now, and look the allocations of states, Google yourself and see the 10 highest allocation of a state. Some states get as much as 55 billion in 1 month. In my 8 years in governance, total I've got is about 150 billion for 8 years. This is the allocation for one of a state in a 2 months or 3 months. If you go by what is on the record.
So based on that, you think that Tinubu has done
a lot.
A yeoman's job?
No. You see, let me tell you, he wanted the country to progress. He wanted freedom for the states. And look, talking about this insecurity, yes, insecurity is the responsibility of the federal government. But what you don't realize is it is also the responsibility of the states. Under the concurrent legislative list, go and look at it. States have responsibility of security. And more so, Sean. In Nigeria, we have over 8,200 or so wards. All the institutions of these governments are in the states. Every state governor controls the local government, control district heads, control the religious leaders. It has to be something that in partnership. We have all responsibilities shown. You and I have responsibility to this country. We don't just go and be condemning the president because there is insecurity in Nigeria. It's not his responsibility alone. Yes.
Senator Sharif,
yes.
You've been a leader of political parties.
Correct.
You know when political parties put agenda
yes.
to want to win elections.
Yes.
Supporters of President Bola Tinubu
yes.
argue that difficult economic reforms were inevitable,
yes.
are important to be able to get our nation out of the doldrums.
Yes.
Why there are those who are saying that President Tinubu has pushed Nigerians and Nigerians into unprecedented hardship? Looking at inflation, the cost of living, unemployment, how would you objectively, Senator, assess this administration's performance as good, the way you are describing
let me tell you.
And I'd like to ask you, you're a leader
yes,
in northern Nigeria.
I am a
can
leader.
You go to,
let me tell you.
Can you go to Mongono? Yes. Can you go to parts of Borno State
yes.
and say that this government has done well for Nigeria? Can you be able to openly
yes,
say that?
Yes, I can.
Really?
Yes, I can.
And those in the Mandara forest hills, and those who think that insecurity is raging.
Shown, this insecurity did not emanate from President Bola Tinubu. I want you to understand what.
There are more people that have been killed in the last 1 year compared to what we have seen before the president took office.
Shown is something that it has been on the ground long time ago. And unless and until people like you help Nigerians to overcome this problem, if we started pushing blame on the center, we'll never get out of it.
Senator, President Bola Tinubu promised. He said he will secure Nigeria.
Yes, he is.
said, vote for me. Blame me. I will do it. I can do it. Those other people, they don't know how to. I know. Blame me if I do not do it. President said so. It's almost 4 years since he asked for Nigerian support. But those who are asking that this hardship that Nigerians are facing.
You are the one just now.
How can you defend the president
just now,
in the face of hardship,
just now,
inflation, unemployment?
Just now, you just said, now on your program, as I was sitting here, you said that the president has transmitted a bill for the state police. You just said it now. This has been things that have been clamored by Nigerian leaders upon leaders. Nobody could take decision. He did. You know why? Because let the state also take responsibility, create their own police, and fight the insecurity. You see,
as a governor, when you were governor, was this the kind of thing you wanted?
We wanted, but we couldn't
to control.
The president didn't allow it. Then president did not.
But there were non-state actors, and you know what happened in Borno, where politicians had thugs and gave them arms and ammunition, and that led to the kind of insecurity that we have today.
The thing is that, you see, politicians have no right to carry guns. But if you do a state police constitutionally authorized to do it, they can fight it. See, as I'm talking to you today now, I cannot even own a pistol unless
for self-defense,
unless the president approves. How many out of 200 million Nigerians, how many people will go and get an application to get president to approve for them a pistol? Sean, we have to look at these things properly, you know, because yes, it's easy to come out and blame the president. Listen, I'm saying this, I'm not in government. You must understand. I'm not a minister. I'm not even a board member of any kind. But the truth must be, I'm a leader in this country. I have enjoyed in stable Nigeria. This stable Nigeria was created by our leaders who fought, put their life on the line to keep it together. I cannot be sensational on what I know better.
But you look at it this way. Many Nigerians are saying elections are no longer won solely on party structures. but on public perception and economic realities. The food on their tables, the money's in their pocket. If the economy does not improve significantly before the 2027 election, can political machinery alone secure victory for President Bola Tinubu?
But let me ask you today.
Can it?
Okay, let me ask you something. I just told you that I said Google yourself. Look at what goes to the states. They have gotten their share of money. Everybody has a role to play. No, it is not Bola Tinubu alone. Everybody. And it's not only my party, all the political party. Anybody wanted to aspire to be a president also has his party, and he has his legislators as his governors. What the president have done his best to make sure that they have got what they need to fight insecurity. And if you have gotten what you want, president is doing himself. The states are doing, then we'll get out of it. And I want you to understand, this insecurity you are seeing is beyond what you and I can see.
Really?
Yes. Because
it is not. It's not. There are people who are manipulating it.
Not people. You see.
There's a political.
When the people say not political, please don't cut me wrong. It's not political. It's when people say free world, the world is no longer free. The world is controlled by leaders of this world. There are presidents that can do anything. A court can make announcement, pronouncement. The International Court of Hague have made announcement to arrest some certain president. They are going freely because they are supported by the world powers. So, and let me tell you, Nigeria is a watch to all of us. We are sitting, we have things that people are interested more than oil. All our villages, states, have minerals resources, have gold, and nations are interested. And let me tell you, the president is doing very well. You know why? He's talking to those superpowers, talking to them, negotiating with them. Within the last 30 years or so, only one president was invited to Buckingham Palace officially. Next was Tinubu.
Does that mean anything?
It means a lot. It means that acceptability is coming by those that are manipulating the world, that we should be part of.
Senator
Secondly, President Tinubu was invited to France as official to visit. See,
do these visits mean anything?
State visits means a lot.
To the struggling, to the ailing economy,
it means a lot. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because the insecurity that you are talking about did not come on its own. And these things will help us to get out of it.
Let me ask you, you are a northern leader.
Yes.
And there is a lot of problems, challenges.
Yes.
I'm a northerner myself.
Yes.
Insecurity, there is poverty, unemployment.
Yes.
Do you see the kind of drugs our young people in northern Nigeria engage in, destroying their lives in that part of the country? Despite producing several presidents over the years, several leaders have emerged from northern Nigeria. Has the region's political elite done enough to address these long-standing challenges, or has it failed the people it claims to represent? Because the word on the street of northern Nigeria is that come 2027, Tinubu and APC is not their choice, and you know it.
I don't know it.
You have not heard it?
I don't know it.
The campaign against Bola Tinubu and the APC,
campaign opposition
on the streets of northern Nigeria,
oppositions will make their campaign. And let me tell you something that you don't shown. You are taking it for granted. Number one, you are just now talking about the poverty on the street. Poverty, is it the responsibility of federal government alone to make every Nigerian rich? Or is a collective responsibility? I want to ask you. because we have states, we have local governments. What I just told you now is share of the states only.
What are they done with the money?
What of the local governments? So we have to tell ourselves the truth. We have to ask our leaders accountable in all walks of life. Then we can get to it.
Can Tinubu be able to pull it together before 2027?
Tinubu
because there is pressure that northern Nigeria is going to vote against Bola Tinubu.
Well,
have you not heard that?
I haven't heard it. But let me tell you something.
Do you think he has a chance in northern Nigeria?
Of course, let me tell you, yes. Do you know why?
With Atiku Abubakar on the ballot?
Listen, the northern, after the Civil War, our leaders have said that there will no longer be this situation in Nigeria. There is an unwritten agreement. Atiku, it's not our turn now.
So Atiku is on his own?
He is on his own because the turn for the South. Buhari just now finished 8 years. 8 years. Now we are talking about, therefore, if Atiku wants to be president, he can wait. He's a leader in northern Nigeria. He is qualified, eminently qualified. But it is not our time now. He has to wait till 2031. That is the time for the North. For now, it is the time for the South. In that respect, let me tell you, in that respect, which means our choice is the presidential candidate from the South. North, where it's not our time. We have agreed.
What if the Nigerian people decide that it is the North that they are going to in 2027?
Well, I don't have say over that. But we as leaders in the North, we respect our leaders, what they have championed for us after the Civil War. This statement I'm talking about, some 15 years ago, late General Mohammed Shua, God bless, 1990 precisely, I wanted to be a senator of Borno Central. In 1991, I went to his house and met him. He says, I need your support. I want to run for a Senate. He said to me, my son, I will support you under one condition. I said, sir, what is the condition? You should never be party to anything that will divide Nigeria. Then he raised his trouser and showed me the bullets on his body. You must always support rotational presidency. North and South. If you give me your word on that, I'll support you. I said, sir, I'll give you my word. And almost all of them, the leaders, this is their thinking. 8 years for the North, 8 years for the South. Therefore, it is not our time. Atiku Abubakar is eminently qualified to be a president.
Are you worried? I'm afraid of Peter Obi.
See. I am not worried about Peter Obi at all because I know the Northerners will never vote for Peter Obi.
Why?
Why?
They voted for him the last time.
No. Where? How many states?
Nasarawa.
Also.
Kogi, Kwara.
No. Listen.
They
have known better now.
Plateau. They voted for him.
No.
He has huge votes from North Central Nigeria.
The situation is different now. You know why? Peter Obi, when he was a governor, chased all the Northerners out of Anambra State.
Is that an accurate account of
Yes,
what happened?
accurate. Yes, because this is what kind of people are telling Kwankwaso now. That we always supported you, and we will support you if you run for president, but will not support you to go with Peter Obi.
Is that what they are telling Kwankwaso now?
Yes.
Let me, finally, Your Excellency, you accuse Peter Obi of not condemning IPOB, and you are accusing him of this and that. There are those who will say what is happening in northern Nigeria is debilitating, is causing a lot of concern. Are you able to condemn those who are against killing people, abducting people in
Of course
Boko Haram,
I condemn all of them. Anybody, listen, this is shown.
What about those repentant? Do you think that we should be talking about repentant Boko Haram members?
Shown all these issues that I don't condone. I never accept for any section of the country to carry arms and kill people. I will never be part of it. And I will never associate myself with such people.
So you are condemning Boko Haram?
Of course, I'm condemning.
You're condemning IS?
Of course, yes.
ISWAP?
Of course, 100%, totally. I don't believe in it.
Nigeria should bomb them all, kill them all.
Yes.
That's your position.
I have no iota of doubt. That's why sometimes people like you, the media, have to be careful. Do you know the reason why?
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian army are fighting under very difficult situations. Their men were killed by these people. When an air force go about killing criminals, the media will say that that's a human right. What of the rights of these people that were killed? What happened to it? And they will amplify it. Human right. You are forcing our military people not to operate. These are criminals. They need to be kicked out.
We need to go now, Senator Ali Modu. If you are sitting right across President Bola Tinubu today, and the fear about whether or not he can make it to return in 2027, just in 30 seconds, what would you be telling him?
Well, in the first place, I see the president. If I requested to see him, I see him. I will only talk to him on what I believe is true. Yes, there is no election is complete until it is finished. Democracy itself is a game of numbers. We'll be working hard day and night. We don't take anything for chances.
You think Tinubu can win 2027?
Inshallah, he will win.
Okay. Senator Ali Modu, it's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Former governor of Borno State, one man that has been two times the national chairman of 2 political parties.
Yes.
Well, thanks so much indeed.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I dare say also, maybe you're the political leader of our Vice President Kashim Shettima. We'll take a break, everyone. When we return, we'll be talking to a former Inspector General of Police, Mr. Mike Okiro, on state policing and how to end insecurity in Nigeria. We'll be right back, everyone. Join us again. Thanks so much, everyone, for staying with us. We're looking for security solutions to the challenges that we are having in the country. And all of the issues of the debate on the solution has come up to the debate over state police. And different people have come up with different solutions to some of the issues of banditry, kidnapping, terrorism, and violent crimes that we have experienced in the country. Many believe the country's policing structure requires urgent reform, while others want that decentralizing the police could create new political and constitutional challenges. And there's a lot of traction as far as the state police conversation is concerned. But tonight, let's get the experience and the knowledge of one man who has stand gallantly as a police officer and grew to the very top in becoming the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Mike Okiro. Is live for us here in our studio. It's a pleasure having you from IG.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Thank
you.
You
look as gallant as ever.
Well, I wouldn't been that.
Thank you. I mean, you've seen the debate, and I know your position in the past. I don't know whether that has changed. You are a regional police advocate, but state police debate has been the one in the forefront now. Do you support state police now?
Yeah, thank you so much. So initially, I did support state police. When the issue of state police came up, I proposed the idea of geopolitical police. That is, you have to choose geopolitical in Nigeria, each zone having its own police force, and taking care of the zone. But since the state police is anything now, and the National Assembly is working on it, Well, I have to subtract my earlier submission and see how I contribute my own little quota on how state police can function effectively, the rules and regulations, the guidelines that can protect the state police, protect Nigeria, because there's a great security in Nigeria right now, and if state police the answer to the question, I give my support, want to make my contribution.
What initially is your fear about state police?
My initial fear about state police was that, one, it will be open to abuse. You know, when the governor, right now, in the pre-constitution, the governor is the chief security officer of the state. Some of them are trying to exercise influence on the, because of that provision of the constitution. But because it's the federal police, their influence is limited. But now we have everything on them. And I do tell you, I'm not missing words, that if you have the state police and there are no checks and balances on how the government manage the police, there will be no opposition in any state. The state government wants to drive away the opposition and use the police as they liked, and that take us back to the incidents of Operation Wait in the 60s that brought the reason for Gowon to come to Unity Police. But go back again to where we started from. If care is not taken, that's why I say the constitution should be well written out. So proper guidelines, rules and regulations, insulating the police from the high-handedness of the governor.
Those who think that what we operate now is not a federal police in the real sense, is a unitary police, because it serves more where you have just one structure of police and everyone is, the allegiance is to one man at the center. That it is unitary in nature. For those who are students of political science will tell you to say, a federal system is such that the federating units work and work properly. But from your experience and journey as a very senior police officer who graduated to become IG, you've gone through, you've gone around the world. You've seen how other police structures have worked when they've had challenges in their own country. What do you think best works for us, considering the fact that we don't operate regionalism any longer? We are a federal system of government. As such, our policing structure also must be able to adjust to the manner in which our structure or our state is formed.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, we're talking about federal police, unity police. It's just a matter of nomenclature. You can call it anything you like, but vocabulary is the issue. This is a federal government. Under circumstances, things are going to melt down to the states, but not everywhere. The vocabulary of some of these things are not the same. Each country has its own methods and its own type of democracy. Democracy is a single division. When it comes to working, it works in different ways. The way the police works in Canada, not the way it works in America. Not the way it works in Nigeria. Not the way it works in Britain. It depends on how you fashion, the way you think the police work for you, that way you want to fashion it. In Nigeria, we have a unity system, federal system, unity police. The issue that my argument right now, where I say we move away from unity police, is that federal government will be able to fund the police adequately. And because you cannot fund that, there is security. If you look at the books, they say police is the lead agency in internal security, which means that lead agency will give what is required to make it lead. You cannot get a leader and deploy the leader of the assets of leadership. So that's what happened in Nigeria police. Nigeria police says badly disorganized, disenchanted, demoralized, unstaffed, ill-equipped, ill-trained. They work they expect. That's what you see. If the police had been well equipped, nobody talk about state police.
So funding is a major problem.
A lot of things. Funding major. So if they fund the police, nobody talk about. People talk about state police because federal police have failed. If they have succeeded, nobody talk about it.
In your own thinking, what would you say is the major? Because there are those who will say, if we are not identifying the problems and the challenges of the present federal police structure we have, whatever other police structure we create will still fail. In your own thinking, you've identified funding and proper support. What are the other areas you think that we should be fixing first? Because it's not as though the federal police structure will be dismantled. No, there will still be federal policing structure, and then we'll create state policing. Then that means that the existing problem will still be staring us in the face. If you have to tell the president one thing about fixing the police problem in Nigeria, what would those things be?
Yes, everyone knows the answer. But let me say it. Funding.
To what extent?
Everything. Staffing. If that's funding, can I...
Are the police poorly paid?
Of course, poorly paid. Poorly staffed. Most police stations are closed down. No manpower. Now, let me show you. I don't know how you do that. In those days, you used to see police patrolling the streets. Do you see police patrolling any longer? You don't see police on vehicles. This Gusape, we have 2 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 patrol vehicles. Patrol Gusape. Do you see police on the road?
No fuel. No vehicle.
No fuel. No, of course, said it, no fuel. How much can they buy fuel? A liter of fuel. And you know...
And when you go to the station, there's no light too. No pen to take the statement.
When we are learning, when we are doing criminology, we are told that the sight of a police deters criminals. We are no police officer. They don't do what they want to do. So the police have so many problems.
How do you feel, Mr. Okiro, if when you were in service or after when you left service and you go to some other countries, you see how kitted an average police officer with their armor on the side. You see their communication gadgets on them. You see how they go in pairs. You see the vehicle. In fact, if you go to Dubai, maybe I'm asking for too much. You see the latest speed cars police officers are using to chase criminals on the road. How do you feel when you come back home and you see our own police?
I feel dejected at home. Let me just mention it. I went for a conference in New York. I was then the DPO in Lagos. A CP, DPO in Lagos. Let me see what the police station looks like in New York. I went to precinct 42 in Bronx.
On Bronx,
yes. I said I wanted to go on patrol. They said no, that I had no insurance. I said I will go. I insisted. They had to sign the paper. I said, this God that brought me from Nigeria to here, he bring it back again. So I signed with them. I went to patrol with them. It was a patrol vehicle, armored, the driver, somebody in front, somebody behind. And as I moved, there was a distant call. As I was going to my brother. Just like a patrol vehicle here, you have light, they just shine it. All the numbers are written linearly. They didn't want to come out from there, or they just see the number. When you are back, you see the numbers are going. They need to come out to look at the number of the house. But you see the like I said, working the arms, working in pairs, without fear. They have that in Nigeria. They want to expect crime not to go up and insecurity to come to Nigeria. So things are not there in Nigeria.
The motivation is low. No. Welfare is low. You look at the barracks.
Talk about motivation. I asked the man a question. As I was told that US police can go to a shop and say, hold on. Go Vito, supermarket. You pick certain things, I picked. You queued up. When they were like this, I walked away with the things. And I had to pay. They had to let me see what happened to American police.
But I know that some of the younger police officers, when you are driving across the road, they may not even recognize you again. So they don't know that you're a former IG. They probably would have stopped you and said, Oga, find me something there. How do you feel when you hear such a thing?
Yeah, I tell you a story. It did start today.
Oh, yeah.
When I was an ASP in Port Harcourt, one day, the commissioner of police told us this story. We had a meeting. He said 2 days ago, a friend of his was carrying a beetle. The policeman stopped him After he said, I'll find out something now. He just laughed. They didn't recognize him.
They didn't know that he was the CP.
You see, everyone tried to make. If the men are well paid, I said, for something, why? She would ask on television after, would ask me for money now. You're well paid.
Never.
The television take care of you. You have to take care of the police officers.
Because there are those who believe that when you don't take care of them and you give them bullets and guns, that is even more danger to the society. Someone that you are not giving more money and you are giving him, you are actually luring him to crime. Because you are giving arms to someone who doesn't have money and he sees the opportunity.
I don't support that, Shehu. If the kitchen is too hot for you, cook it. If you feel you're not paying police, then go. You don't have to carry it on. You are trained with the arms to protect the citizen.
It's okay.
It can't against them.
If you have your way today, and maybe the president or someone gives you a blank jacket, blank paper, to fill it and decide on how to fix policing in Nigeria, what would you do differently?
Yeah. First of all, I feel the salary.
You change it dramatically.
If that's idea, I did that. I went up to President and do it one day. I said, sir, let me put the picture before you. Go ahead. I said, you appointed me IG. And I told you I'll do my best. The first time I came to thank you for appointing me IG, I said, I'm coming again to tell you that I cannot do my best if my men are not taken care of. But I'm in Abuja here, making policies. They put in Sokoto, Maiduguri, Kano, Port Harcourt, Enugu. I have to implement this. If they're not happy, they're comfortable. My policies are of no use. He said, what do you mean, sir? I said, sir, let me give you an example. A corporal working in Sokoto, in the police post, boundary Nigeria, Nigeria Republic, now put it to Abuja. Abuja has no house. He has no vehicle. On the side of 5,000 a month. This 5,000 is not enough for him to even travel from here to see his family. Not to send the money to them. I said, one day, because of crime rate, he is deployed to Transcorp Hotel to check robbers. He sees flashy cars passing. He had AK-47. He took care of his family in Sokoto. He said, Mike, what do you want? I said, I want something for my men. That's how it's increased from 5,000 to 41,000 for constables. That time, we were well paid. That year, we recorded the lowest crime in Nigeria. But we were comfortable. How about now?
What number of police officers boots on ground do you think will be adequate to police Nigeria effectively?
United Nations policy says 1 policeman to 400 citizens. My argument, well, United Nations based it on locale. That New York is the headquarters of United Nations. Therefore, they will take their presidents or their mathematics from New York. Like I told you, New York, we're laid out, policemen are well armed. So if I have 1 policeman for 40 citizens, in Nigeria, going to be 1 policeman for 20 or 30 citizens. Because they're not well equipped. That is not there. So if you look at the population of Nigeria, multiply, divided by 200, that gives the number of policemen in this country.
I saw you and some of your former IGP colleagues. You met with the present IG, Tunji Diso. And solidarity must be. But if there's something that will make the man succeed, what would that be?
A lot. We want to revisit the welfare. Let me give an example. A policeman posted to the police division in Matama. A number of barracks. He lives somewhere after Kefi, very, 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 very far away, we can afford somewhere to sleep. Every day he comes, goes back. The whole money is on transport. We must come to Kefi to 4 hours. In fact, when we were trained, the police are told that when I wake up in the morning, in the dress, I put your wife and children, I'm going to work. They won't know we are coming back. We will not even come back that day. That's the nature of the job.
All right. Mr. Michael Okiro, former Inspector General of Police, always a pleasure and always a delight to see you.
Thank
as
you.
gallant as ever. And then we always call you #1 police. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate your time tonight. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
That's our conversation with the former Inspector General of Police, Mr. Michael Okiro. And that's the end of the program tonight. Many thanks, everyone, for watching. I'm Sean Akimale. God bless Nigeria.
Hello, it's nice to have you join us. You're watching News Track on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balagum, and these are the stories and reports we're tracking for you at this hour. It's a day for the Nigerian Army as they reflect on the trajectory of the institution since its formation. Marking the day in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, the Army used the occasion